Man, it is hot in Vegas. You know what I realized? My hair looks like crazy and we're going to meet some players today. And I need a haircut. So I came here to my boy, Trojan Barber at Good Times Barbershop. He's gonna hook me up, been a big time supporter. What's going on? Where's Trojan? Here at Good Times Barbershop with my boy Trojan gonna hook me up with a nice little fade. I'm about Raiders fans up in here. What's up, big dog? Man, it's about time we're hooked up, brother.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yes, sir. I'm good, man. I'm blessed.
Awesome.
Blessed. I'm gonna just get a fade, man. Let me get a good pan of this real quick. When you come to Vegas, man, you're gonna come watch a game. You gotta come to here. Look at this. This is a real barbershop. This is how you feel when you come to a real barbershop. This is how you should feel when you come to a barbershop. Baby. Trojan gonna hook it up, guys, again, man.
Yes, sir.
Coming down to Vegas. If you're in Vegas and you're watching the show, it's the dude right here. He's been a big time supporter of the channel since we started out. Finally get a hookup, man. It's been a long time coming. So excited. And I haven't cut my hair in forever because I knew I was coming down here for you, brother. So
Awesome,
I don't normally
man.
look like this.
I appreciate the support, brother. Appreciate the support. Absolutely. Sounds good, my brother. So how long have you been a Raiders fan? So
I'm basically born into it.
Oh, there you go. Oh, so you're part of the whole black hole and
Oh yeah,
part of everything that happened with the Raiders
the old Coliseum.
from the start. That's awesome, man.
Unfortunately, you know, I didn't get to go to a lot of games growing up because I was from a single mother. We were very poor. So I would get to watch games here and there.
So when did you guys decide to start the podcast and everything and decide to do that full time?
To be honest, I started it at the beginning of the season when McDaniels got hired because I knew that was going to be bad. And I just wanted to voice my opinions about that. And it never really did anything, you're saying, because I got my construction company and that was full time, keeps us busy. And so I would just post randomly. And then I was playing around trying to learn how to do editing, and I made my Khalil Mack video. And that Khalil Mack video blew up. I was like, oh, you know what, man? This is actually a lot of fun. So I started making more videos, and then the channel just started growing and growing and growing. We're almost at 8,000 subscribers now, which is crazy.
And bro, I remember when you first started, bro. I think you were like, I think 100 something subscribers when I first ran into your channel.
The first time you commented about hooking me up with a haircut, I think we were at like 200 subscribers, somewhere around.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. And you've grown something pretty amazing then, bro, for it to be almost at 8,000.
It's turned into a full-blown media company now. We're doing all kinds of stuff. I've spent the last 7 months just mastering editing. I do all the editing myself. We've tried subbing some of that out to editors like overseas and stuff, and the quality just wasn't there.
Right.
So I was like, until the company gets big enough to where we can actually hire somebody more local that I have better control over the quality, I'm gonna have to learn how to become a great editor.
Right.
And now I've just fallen in love with editing. I absolutely love. I'll sit there for 7-8 hours straight just editing videos. And it's turned into a full-time passion. I love it. Obviously, you get to cover the Raiders. That's amazing. You get all these connections and you get to meet people in the Raider Nation, which is so much fun.
Oh, yeah.
Just the tickets that we gave away to today's open practice was gifted to us by Raider Ryan, who is a super fan of the channel, right? Because we tried to get tickets and I couldn't get it to work. Yeah. And then he was like, bro, I got these 4 tickets. If you want to do a giveaway or you guys want to use them, whatever, I can't make it out there. And it was cool because we did this big giveaway, and a Raiders fan from Orange County, a Raider, ended up winning the tickets. And so he's going to meet up with us today, him and his pregnant wife. First time them ever being to a Raiders game.
Oh, really?
Or, well, not a Raiders game, I guess, because this is just a practice, but
first time coming to Allegiant Stadium, all that good stuff. Absolutely. That's so awesome, man. That's really cool.
So how long have you been in Vegas? Are you from here?
Man, I'm born and raised in San Diego, California, and
Cali boy, just like
yeah, absolutely, man. So I joined the military. I ended up going away for a little bit, and then when I got out of the military, I actually got out. And after that, man, my wife and I, we just came here to Vegas, and from there, we just been here now for 3 years. But before here, we were living in Washington, around the Seattle-Tacoma area, and I was the Seahawks barber. Actually, went to barber school. I got good enough to where a lot of the players one of the players found me on Instagram, on social media. And then he was like, hey man, you want to come to the facility and cut my hair? Went to the facility, and then next thing the players were like, hey man, can I get next? And
Yeah.
then it just turned into, now I'm the Seahawks barber. And when I told the Seahawks I was moving out to Vegas, they were like, hey man, well, I got connections. I can make sure you get your foot in the door to be the team's barber, because they just moved to Vegas. So got out to Vegas, told KJ Wright, hey man, I'm in Vegas now. And it started with him. And then next thing, the director of player personnel reached out to me and was like, hey, the Seahawks told us about you. We'd like to bring you on as one of the team's barbers. And now here I am, 3 years later.
Man, that's awesome. On a human level, when you're cutting these guys, some of these guys are like superstars. What are they like as people? Are they just...
Honestly, these dudes are normal guys, just like you and I. They have bills, they got family issues, they got marriage issues, they got relationship issues, they have all the issues that we have here that normal people have. They have the same stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's always, they're human beings, you know, their status, and because of what they do, their job, sometimes they get treated as a little bit more than that, but a lot of those guys just want to be treated normal. See him out in public, just go up and talk to him, but hey man, how's your day, man? How you feeling today? You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Versus, oh my gosh, you're this guy, you're that. Can I have your autograph? Can I see this? Can you take a picture? You like, a lot of those guys they don't like stuff like that. They want to be treated just like a normal person.
See how like that would get really annoying. You can't go out, take your family out and stuff. People just bum rushing you and wanting autographs all the time.
And which, yeah, absolutely. I can definitely sympathize with some of those guys. But other guys, they just, you know what, man, this is, well, why I played. This is what I signed up for. And they embrace it. Some guys love the attention. Some guys love the simple fact that people recognize them. And they play for an amazing team. I'll definitely say the players this time around, this year, this season specifically, I can tell it's the whole vibe of the team, man. It's just changed, bro. It's changed dramatically, and you can tell these players, a lot of these players just love the team or love football again, and it doesn't feel like a job for some of these guys anymore.
So we've had a lot of controversy about who's going to be QB1. Everybody was wanting to know who is it going to be, who is it going to be. Decision's finally made. It's going to be Gardner Minshew. He brings a totally different dynamic to the quarterback position than we've had in quite some time.
Me too.
I was blown away when it was announced after last week's preseason game. I thought, other than the pick six, which was obviously boneheaded decision, it was a rush throw, but I thought AOC really played great football, and I thought that solidified his position. The next day, coach comes out and says it's going to be GM.
Right.
I think we're going to be good either way.
Me too. Honestly, man, I truly feel like I was kind of bummed out when he wasn't able to get the QB1, because I've cut his hair and I know him, talk to him and everything, and so there's a little bit of biasness there. But I just kind of felt like, man, he put in so much work this offseason, a lot of work this offseason. Every single time I hit him up for a haircut or something like that, he was putting in work. You know what I mean? And so I was really hoping that work would have paid off for him and he would have got QB1. But at the same time, man, maybe this is just one of those moments in his life where he just has to bite that bullet, recognize that
he's not the starter this year. He wasn't supposed to be the starter last year, and then he got the starting job when Antonio Pierce took over.
Right.
So I think he's going to take this and he's going to be like, all right, I got more work to do.
Right.
And I'm just going to keep grinding, because that's the type of dude he is.
Absolutely, man. 100%. And that's what I feel too, man. But Gardner Minshew, I like him too, though, man. I really like his poise in the pocket. I love how he always keeps his eyes downfield, and he just seems like he doesn't get too flustered back there in the pocket. He definitely does show a little bit more pocket presence, have a little bit more pocket presence, it seems, but he's also have a little bit more experience, I think.
Players were responding, like he's hyping them up in the huddle.
Yes.
Whereas Aiden was still having a bit of a struggle in expressing himself.
Yep.
Because he's more of a quiet guy.
Yes, he is, 100%.
And that's kind of what led to AP making that decision. If that's the case, cool, I'm with it. I just want to see the Raiders win. And
Right.
I'm hoping that Gardner Minshew comes out and he just goes nuts. Because he's never had a supporting cast in his entire career. And any team he's been on,
Right.
he has not had the offensive weapons that we have. And
Yep.
if that offensive line can hold up, Colton Miller's fine, JPJ gets in there and he starts doing good as a rookie, we're going to ball out.
I actually like Carter Bradley too, man. Carter Bradley's legit. But yeah, man, I actually think he's a really cool cat, man. And I don't think he'll be a starter. I think he's definitely maybe a practice squad and develop a little bit more. And so, USC Trojan fan. Now, that's why they call me Trojan the Barber, because I'm a huge...
I figured that. Once you told me he was from Southern Cal.
So I'm a huge SC fan. But so I actually played football and I spent a little time with the Redskins. And I actually had an opportunity to go to the Redskins, but I was still in the Army at the time. And so unfortunately I wasn't able to sign on with the Skins. And so I tried getting to a few teams and it just didn't work out for me, man. God had other plans. And so I just, ever since then, I was like, you know what? NFL doesn't matter which team I play for, doesn't matter which team I like, just to have the opportunity to play. Yeah. I love it, man. I respect all those guys and everything that they go through to get into the position that they're in. So much respect for just the history. I didn't feel like this when I was with the Seahawks, the Broncos, or anything, bro. When I walk in the Raiders facility, man, I just feel such a sense of just the pride that all those coaches and the players have of just being in there and just that history and that legacy, you know what I mean? Like, it's actually a really cool feeling, and I think when AP took over, man, like, you really feel that. Like, you feel like, bro, they are taking the Raiders and they're gonna, maybe not this year, they'll make it to a Super Bowl, but you can definitely feel like within the next year or so,
we're moving back into that right direction.
Something really special. Yeah. And this is coming from somebody, I'm not saying it just because I'm the team's barber. I'm saying it because I truly feel that stuff. And it's amazing. You know, when McDaniels was there, you know, I didn't feel it. And I'll definitely say with McDaniels there, it felt a little bit different. I can't even put and a lot of players can't even put their thumb on exactly what it was within the facility, but there was just a different feeling, you know what I mean? Yeah. But now it's just, you just feel that excellence of what the coaches are preaching and the staff and what the players are buying into, and man, it's awesome.
I say it all the time. Look, when you're in the NFL, you are up against the best of the best. No matter if you're on the worst team or the best team, you're still going up against the best of the best. That's why they say any given Sunday, right?
Right.
So what makes the difference between a Super Bowl team and a team that goes 1-17 or 1-16 or whatever? It's the culture.
Oh, 100%.
It's these absolute supreme athletes being willing to run through a brick wall versus them hating their head coach and where they're at.
Yes.
That's what makes Super Bowl teams.
Absolutely.
As much as I cannot stand the Chiefs, I have to give Andy Reid credit, because that dude is a phenomenal coach. He knows how to relate to his players. He gets them to play hard.
Yes. I can compare what Andy Reid is doing with the Chiefs right now to what AP is doing with the Raiders right now. 100%. I can compare that 100%. Andy Reid, I can compare Pete Carroll to what AP is doing right now. Just that bond that Pete Carroll had with all the players, and why all the players felt like they could run through a brick for Coach Carroll. Yeah. AP, the exact same thing, bro. The exact same thing. I'm just starting to really like what they're cooking up, man. It's hard not to walk in that facility and just be so drawn into just the culture and the vibe. Chino, introduce you to. This is Raider D right here, man.
This is the big
Chino.
boss.
This is the Raiders fan
brother?
right here.
How you doing, brother? Good. Just gonna highlight the shop, man. Trojan's been telling me I gotta travel down here and check you guys out, brother. And it is impressive.
He has a Raiders podcast, and so I was telling him you're a legit, true Raiders fan over here.
So I got some goodies for your shop. They're in the truck. We'll bring them out after the cut.
One of my clients works at one of the radio stations. She just started a podcast too. So I don't know if it's a Raider podcast, but
Yeah, it's there's a lot of them that are out there that are questionable podcasts, and so that's why I started mine.
yeah.
Because I'm from Oakland. I'm from the silver blood runs through my veins, and so that's how I just got into it, and it's been an amazing journey ever since, man. It's just blowing up, it's going crazy, and I've made a few videos about him.
Oh man.
He changed his name. He used to have Raiders on it.
Oh really?
Yeah, but he took the Raiders off.
That is funny.
He's from Fresno. I'm from Oakland, so we don't get along.
That's funny. I'm like, who that guy, Billy, he was talking about?
Wi-Fi Willie.
Oh, gotcha. Is he like 10 Raiders fan, or is he just like a podcast just to diss the Raiders?
No, I think he's a Raiders fan, but he just, I don't know, man. He puts out so much garbage. That's why I started really putting out more content instead of just all the clickbait garbage that's out there.
Which makes sense. I think that's always a, yeah, man, just you found your niche, you found your audience, and you're going to cater to your audience. And I think staying consistent with what you're doing, stuff you're doing now, bro, I think you're going to blow up. I truly think your channel's going to blow up, because I don't think there's other people doing what you're doing right now.
A lot of guys, they just do it from bedroom and stuff, and that's all respect. That's total love. Get your opinions out there. I have these guys on my podcast all the time.
Right.
Guys with small channels, big channels, doesn't matter.
Oh, is that fine? Anything else you see you might need
That's
done?
beautiful, brother. That's the Trojan Barber right there. Y'all gotta come down and get a haircut, man. Good Times Barbershop right here in Vegas. This is
Good times. Come check us out.
This is the spot. If you want to feel like you're in an old school, traditional, real barbershop, this is the spot, man.